Welcome to another episode, everyone. Jaleec threatens to sue who? Me? Damion Porter? The big fella? I don't know. Jaleec here is going on a rant threatening to sue anyone who mentions her name here on the internet or on YouTube. She says she's about to take legal action against anyone who even so much as mentions her name, much less uses her content. She says you cannot clip her anymore and clip her content. I think I know why she's saying and doing all of this. Let me let her speak, then we'll get into it. Because here I am clipping it. I'm not scared. You got the wrong guy.
Views, paying her due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember when I used to say that when I first started back in 2023? Like, I'm just here to do what I do best. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and pay my due diligence. And they used to be like, you saying it wrong. It's do my due diligence. No, I'm just here to pay my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? Like, pay my due. That's how I'm going to word it. But anyway, hi, y'all. Make sure y'all liking and subscribing. I know it's a lot of online chatter because it's Jaleec. If it wasn't Jaleec, I don't even think like it would be so much online chatter. And then the thing is, they were trying to silence me, and you can't silence me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep popping it and doing my one too because that's what I do best. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to do what I do best. You know what I'm saying? And that's my one too. So, boom. I do want to put out a warning. Okay. Uh, to all of you YouTubers that are clipping my live streams. Okay, this is my final warning. To all of you YouTubers that have been clipping my live streams, redirecting traffic from my YouTube channel to your YouTube channel, flipping the narrative, twisting the narrative, disrespecting me, defamation of character. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know what I'm saying? Let me tell y'all something. My name is my brand is my name. My name is my brand. You feel me? So once you get the plan with somebody's brand, their name, their reputation, that's when I have to take things into a legal matter. Now I have to take legal precautions because now you're playing with me. And I gotta show you better than I could tell you. Stop playing with me on this internet. I just had to blitz a couple of people because I'm like, brother, yeah, I'm sending all that out. And I will be filing civil lawsuits on every YouTuber that has been playing with my brand, that has been playing with my name, that has been redirecting traffic from my YouTube channel to their YouTube channel for their own personal gain while I'm taking a loss. This is my content. I'm the original content creator. You are not allowed to use my content. My name is my brand. Document it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Listen here. So I'm one of the individuals that has clipped her live a couple of times, right? Or reacted to her live in recent days, recent weeks even. But I have a right to react to this content just like she reacts and makes people content. Just a few weeks ago on 607 Unc's podcast, sitting next to King Yella, they were on Munchie B's head because Munchie B had called in. I covered this. Go look at the video and pressed 607 Unc because they kept mentioning him and making him content, Munchie B. He was upset about this. This is when King Yella said they always want to press 607 Unc when I am not around. And Jaleec and King Yella went on to say that don't cry and complain when someone makes you content because you're on the internet. King Yella said people have been making me content, making more money off of my content than I've made. They had this conversation. And they both were unsympathetic to Munchie B, who had a gripe about them using him as content. At that time, they kept saying that they were content creators, to paraphrase, that they can use him as content. See, it's not so fun when a rabbit has the gun. You were just saying that it was okay. And she said that she began to say, when she first started off, she said that people are trying to silence her. Well, you're trying to silence everyone else. threatening to sue all YouTubers who've used you for content, saying that they're redirecting traffic to their YouTube channels from your content, and it's taken away from her content. She said it's taken away from from her views or her channel. No, I don't think so. Either you're gonna get the views that you get, and you're making yourself content. Yes, I've covered if you lose it and go crazy at no jumper or getting people's faces and this and that. But I personally have never said she was on drugs and she's a 304 and this and that. She could be talking about Munchie B, Spody Face, King Yeller. Lately has said some things. I'm not throwing them under the bus. I'm just saying, because I don't think anyone's worried about her. Clearly, I am not. I'm doing this right here. I'm clipping her again right now. Because this is the internet, this is YouTube, and we have what we call the fair use. The fair use. I can use her. People clip my content and use me and react to me. They do it all the time, actually. I don't know. That's just a part of it. Everyone does it, including her. So you can't then get upset, and then you go on, you have the unmitigated gall, the audacity, the temerity that it takes to come on here and say that your name is your brand and that people are smearing you. This is a smear campaign, making negative content about you, and that this is affecting you and affecting your brand and essentially your reputation or whatever else after it appears. Because now in my reporting, I believe that I was extremely fair when she first reported this SA against Skinny from the 9. I said, go back and look at the 2 or 3 videos I did on that. I think I did 2 on that situation. I said then that this is wrong. If this happened, that she had admitted that she was drunk or said that she was loaded and had blacked out. And I said that she shouldn't have been loaded and drunk and blacked out around anyone that she did not know. Nevertheless, that's not an excuse to assault someone, I said. So I said, let's wait for the facts to come out. They had cameras there. This is what they both had said, but she said she had went and had a kit done. I covered this. That she filed a police report. She was crying. She was crying on No Jump, called in a No Jumper, a platform that has 5 million subscribers. And put Skinny from the 9's name in her mouth and said that he raped her. And started crying. And you want to get on here now and talk about someone talking about you and dirtying up your reputation after you had me even taking precaution. I said that I knew Skinny from the 9. I said that I know this man, but you had me looking at him with a side eye even. That's what these kind of allegations do to people until the truth comes out. I have sisters. I have a mother. Many of us men do. We don't want this we don't agree with this, with a man doing this to a woman. We despise these sort of acts. If you are a real man, when we know that someone has committed such an act, this person needs to be outed and ousted, really needs to be eliminated, exterminated from the earth. It's what I believe. This is how serious these allegations are. And I said it at the time, that these are serious accusations that she is putting on this man. And I hope she's not fabricating anything, concocting this story for whatever reason, because she's ashamed of what she did that night and then turns around and put this sort of charge on another man. Got me putting it all on a thumbnail. Skinny from the Nine's face on the thumbnail, speaking about it in my videos, helping to promote this nonsense. Possibly nonsense, because then the video comes out, which I covered here, and it does not look like from the video that there was any assault going on. She looked like a consenting adult, period. Go back and look at it. And if this is true, then you do not have the right to get on the internet and say that someone is playing with your name and your reputation and your brand, and you are upset about it and threatening to sue everyone over it, when you have just ruined or tried to ruin this man's reputation and his brand. You got grown men, gangsters, looking at him, ready to do something to him, if anything, even though it was you that he supposedly has assaulted. Because the act alone is what we are against. It's what we despise, regardless of who the act is perpetrated upon. You got law enforcement involved, according to you, unless that was a lie too. Had a kit done and all this. For what? You laying your head on his chest in the bed. You sitting there taking pictures of yourself. After the act was done, looks like a total lie. I just got to call it how I see it. Maybe I'm missing something. But as I said when I covered it, showed that video, something looked rather suspicious here. That's why it's important, great consequence, that people withhold their opinions and do not form an opinion when you hear one side of a story. You have to understand both. You have to hear both first. You have to get all of the facts before you draw a conclusion. People were giving her the benefit of the doubt somewhat, because this is very serious stuff. She got on this same lie and cried, said that because men are not believing her because she's a woman and this, that, and the other. And woe is me. Went on No Jumper and put this, got many people, many content creators. It was okay when we was making content with your allegations against him. You were not on here threatening to sue anyone that was making content showing you speaking about the allegations against this man. It was okay for us to promote that and put that out there in the universe, in the metaverse. With you lying on this man, potentially. He should be suing you. You talking about suing somebody. Nobody's scared about that. First of all, it takes a lot of money to sue someone. You the plaintiff, court fees, these lawyers, it's time consuming, and the courts will laugh this out of court. This is YouTube, it's content. People do with anything, it's fair use. They can use it. You are abusing the system by even filing this sort of stuff. And they will let you know that. Nobody's scared of you. I'm right here. Now, I don't know if this woman knows me personally. I mean, don't know me personally, but even knows of me and my content. Knows my name or whatever. I don't know. I don't think so. So I don't think she's talking about me whatsoever. So I don't want to take this personal. But I have clipped it, if you want to, whatever, clipped or reacted to a couple of her videos lately. Not a lot of them, but yeah, she's arguing, going crazy, saying certain stuff. She done made content about Munchie B, calling him all kinds of names. You made content that just went on back on Fig. You spoke on Munchie B, Spody Face, and Hefe, everybody else. You make content out of people. And so, yeah, if you are trending a little bit and you are content, people are going to run the content. But she knows all of this. So it would appear to me, I could be wrong, I don't think that I am, that she is trying to silence YouTubers by threatening us, wants to silence individuals by threatening these lawsuits and all of this to stop us from revealing and exposing the fact that she may have lied on this man. Because again, as long as we were doing videos about her lies, possibly, potentially, her allegations against this man, I didn't hear this sort of rhetoric that she's going to sue people for clipping her and reacting to her content and playing with her name and her brand. It was okay for us to put these videos out here that Skinny from the Nine had possibly done this to her. But now when we play the videos with the footage showing that potentially this did not happen, and the headline says Jaleec lied, that's what my thumbnail said. That's what it looked like. Now, she has a problem with people playing with her name and playing with her content and using this as my content, and you're redirecting traffic to your YouTube from my content, taken away from me. Man, try explaining that nonsense to a judge. I don't care. First of all, whatever traffic I get, you're not going to take credit for it. It has nothing to do with your content. My traffic comes from my content, period. And then I'll do a video on you here and there when you crash out about something like you typically do. And I'm going to continue to do that. I am a content creator, and that's what it is. So it's just ironic that she would be the one to deliver this message, as far as I am concerned, that she would be upset about someone playing with her name when she called into No Jumper, a platform with 5 million subscribers, and accused this man of SAing her. You're not playing with his name? You're not playing with his life? You're not playing with his brand? Are you playing with his reputation? Are you serious? No. I'm not going to be bullied or scared or bulldozed into I'm not trying to attack her. All my content about her is not negative. Again, when I was running the content, go back and look at it. I was being pretty fair. Let's wait to see what happens. If this man is guilty of this, I never said he wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. I didn't know what happened. I wasn't there. But then we found out because the cameras were there and the footage came out. But at the time, if nothing else, I was down the line. I was neutral. I was fair in that, saying that, man, if he did do this, that's all bad. Again, had me even looking at him like, man, what's up? There's some serious stuff to say about a man. And women lie about this sort of stuff all the time. Men have been killed, have went to prison for these kind of allegations, and have went to prison and lost their lives in prison, only to find out that the woman lied. But you have to be careful, because you don't want to victim shame. What if she's not lying? Because a lot of them are not lying. See, remember, she did the video on her live saying, see, this is why women don't come out. This is why women don't say that this stuff happened, because a lot of the time it is not reported when a woman is assaulted. She doesn't report it because in fear of being shamed, somehow it's turned on her like she had to come. What were you wearing? Were you drunk? As if it was her fault. She's not believed sometimes, etc. So sometimes they withhold this information and they will not come forward. And so she made reference to that in one of these lives and said, I see that when she was crying, I see now why women don't come forward. Because, she's not believed. Because, again, she's crying, saying because some dudes were questioning her story from the beginning. She's shooting back at that individuals, men in particular, she was attacking, saying were questioning her story about this individual assaulting her. She's crying and said, this is why women don't come forward now. Because you're not going to be believed. You're going to be attacked and this and that. All of this stuff. And then we get the freaking footage And you sitting there laughing and joking and smiling on it and laying your head on his freaking chest while he naked. After you accuse this man of all of this. And then you gonna get on here, think you gonna scare people and threaten people to not run content about it? I know I ran content against the man, basically. When you put these accusations and allegations on him, and you didn't have a problem with that, as long as I was promoting that nonsense. But now I have to be fair. When I find out that this was not the case, or it looks like this is the footage, y'all make your own decision. And I play that, looks like in his defense, which means you lie, which means your name is through the mud, which means you are no good, which means you can't be trusted, which means you should be outed from the community, whatever community you are from. You should never be welcomed back into that community after putting these kind of allegations on a man that are not true, that could have got this man life in prison. Could have cost him his life once he got into prison. Could have cost him his life on the street. Someone hearing this and saying, man, you and see him and do something to him. Could have had his family, his mother even looking at him sideways. His daughter, his sister, doing this to a woman, looking at him with a side eye, not knowing if it's true, because it's an allegation, but once this allegation is and a rumor is out there, it's hard to live it down, even if it's not true. That's why these allegations are so horrific, and it's so wrong to put them on someone if it's not true. If he would have got life in prison, if he was guilty of this, then you need to get life in prison if he's not guilty of this for saying that he is. You need to suffer the same punishment that he would have suffered if he were guilty. That's what I believe. Not just her, anyone who put these sort of allegations on someone. This is serious stuff. And you're mad? All of a sudden, you only got mad when people were covering the part about possibly you lied on this man. Before then, there were no warnings and no threats about legal action, and no one can use you. No one can clip anything you say. This is your live and all this. I'm doing it, damn it. I fought life in prison 3 different times. There in the courtroom. 3 separate times. I fought life in prison. I'm going to bring you those stories soon. So if I go to court and all I'm facing is some YouTube stuff, I'm in there smoking a cigar. I'm in there chilling, baby. I ain't got no pressure on me. That'd be the first time I went to court for anything for something other than my life being in jeopardy. That would be a good day. That'd be a great court date for me. Come on, bring it. I'm not scared. I'm telling y'all, if you clip my content, you clip my live. This is her live right here. You clip it. I'm telling you now, I'm taking legal action. Take it.
So find somebody else to clip. Find somebody else to target.
No.
Find somebody else to make content with.
No.
Because in a second, it's going to be Jaleec all up and through here, and ain't nobody going to say nothing.
Yeah.
Because I took legal precautions.
Take them.
Okay? I'm not going to keep playing with y'all. Okay?
Stop playing. Stop playing.
About lawsuits. I'm done playing.
Lawsuits.
Stop playing.
File them. File them. File the lawsuits, man. File them. Think you talking to?
Okay? Find somebody else for your content.
No.
If you don't like me, don't make me your content. Don't build your platform off of a Jaleec smear campaign. Because now I got to take legal action.
Damn sure ain't how I built my platform. I didn't even know who you was 3 months ago.
You know what I'm saying? So I'd advise everybody to go ahead and simmer down.
No.
Find something to do.
Got some.
Playing with me, my name, my brand, my reputation, my professionalism, that's when it becomes a problem.
No, it becomes a problem when you say that a man took something from you in that sort of way that he did not. Playing with his reputation and his brand and all that. That's when it becomes a problem. What the nerve? Skinny from the 9 got to be looking at this saying, what the, are you serious? Talking about your reputation? After this stuff you just said about me on a platform with 5 million subscribers, on your own platform, on 607 Unc's platform, said you never wanted it to hit the internet, yet you brought it to the internet and put this on this man? Got individuals looking at him sideways, as I said, even me. Hey, what's up, bro? You foul. You ain't scaring nobody. You're not going to scare me from saying that. From putting that out there. After I put this other stuff out there, no way. I got to put that out there too. No, and this ain't, you trying to cover it up now that you done lied on this man, possibly. Looks like. That's what it looks like. And now you want to silence us from exposing the fact that you done put these allegations on this man that are not true. So you're threatening us to shut us up from exposing this fact. Not me. I'm not the one.
Sam. Period. So stop clipping me. You are not allowed to clip me.
Yeah, I am.
Okay? Fair warning. That's it.
F your warning.
Then I'm sending out, you feel me? It's going to be over with.
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and dive into these topics.
Let's get it.
Because I'm just the trending topic. Jaleec. I'm finna get it so sold up on here that can't nobody even say my name.
What?
Don't say my name. If you want to know about Jaleec, come tap into my platform. This is my platform. Hear my side of the story.
They don't really want to hear what you gotta say. They want to hear what we gotta say about you. So that's the difference. That's the part that you're not getting. So at least you're gonna get to the point where we can't even say her name. Name one person in the world whose name you cannot say. Name one person in the world that it is against the law to say their name. Oprah? Barack Obama? Beyonce? You can say anybody's name. And you can run content on all of them too. What the hell?
You're not allowed to commentate on it. I'm not giving it to you, brother.
Yeah, we are.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Straight up, yeah, we are.
Straight up. Yeah, I think everybody think I'm playing about me taking legal action. It's not a game.
Man, hell that.
It's not a game.
Hell that.
People get to playing with your reputation, your brand, your name, trying to control the narrative. That's when you gotta make an example. Okay, now you want to play. All right. You don't think I'm gonna really take you to court. I'm taking you to court. I'm gonna take you to court. So I'd advise everybody to chill out because I'm done playing. I allowed it for so long. I'm like, whatever. Because people are like, all publicity is good publicity. But then it comes to a point when I type in my name and everything is negative and everybody is targeting me. Now I have to take back control of the narrative because now you're misusing what I was allowing you to do. Okay? Fair warning. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Now we misusing what she was allowing us to do. When did you come to this revelation? When did you have this revelation? That YouTubers were using you in a negative way. And so now you just have to put a stop to it. Before, you was letting it go because you understand it's just content creation. Now you type in your name and see all this negative stuff. And so you have to put a stop to it. When did this happen? Oh, it was okay, even by your own admission, for individuals to use you as content as long as they were not calling you out for lying about a man raping you. But the minute you type in your name and you see individuals saying, looks like Jaleec lied on this man, here's the footage. Now it's negative content against you and you're about to put a stop to it. But before, when we was promoting these allegations that you put on this man, you were not saying you were going to put a stop to it and that there was negative content against you. Only now, when it looks like you lied, liar, 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 Jaleec's pants is on fire. They already say she burning, her pants is on fire. Liar, liar, liar. Get this man in trouble with these kind of lies. Not going to scare anybody from exposing the fact that you lied on my guy, Skinny, from the had me even looking at the man with a side eye because I don't like these kind of allegations. I got to at least know that it's not true. And that's what I'm saying. You know, it's like snitch allegations. Whatever, stuff like that. You're still looking at the person until you know for a fact that it's not true. Like, did he snitch? Did he not? That's why these rumors and these allegations are so bad. This is how you ruin. So have people looking at this individual sideways, and you know this when you put these allegations on him. It's going to be hard for him to lay these allegations down, even if it's not true. I know situations where people were accused of snitching, and then it was proven that they did not snitch, and people still believe that they did. Because once they just heard the rumor, they're like, no, bro, he didn't snitch. Like, yeah, man, I think he did. You know what I mean? Just ruin this man that people still believe in and stuff, and he didn't do it. Foul. Foul as hell, man. Ain't scaring nobody from exposing this foul ass shit, putting this shit on this man. I ain't do what you gotta do. My name is Damion Porter. See your ass in court. Give a fool. I done said a lot here. That was about a 3-minute clip, 4-minute clip altogether. I'm going for 30 something. Pissed me off with this one. You ain't gonna silence because you didn't put this on this man. What's she talking about anyway? She talking about me? I did put on there Jaleec lied, big ass in bold letter. Apparently she did. It is what it is. You ain't scaring nobody. Call it Munchie B, all kind of B's, calling him out of his name, talking about you content, homie. You just content. You got a problem with it, pull up, blood. And all it was, she was on 607 podcast. It's a few weeks ago. Again, Munchie B was upset because they were making content out of him over there on that podcast. Called in at 607 Unc said, stop making me content every day. What you think this is? They put that on the table as one of the topics. Red Hat, Jaleec, King Yella. And they all had the same response. Man, you can't tell nobody not to make content out of you, Munchie B. You content. You content, homie. You on the internet, you making content, you make content out of other people, you content. Stop crying. That's what they said. Including her. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. When the shoe's on the other foot, when the rabbit got, then it's a different story. You know, it's a different story. You didn't have a problem when you were crashing and using Munchie B as content every video. You told him to get over it. But now people using you as content because you done put some allegations on a man that could have got him taken out of this freaking earth. That's how serious this stuff is you said about this man. It's that serious, people. Do not get it twisted. Do not. It is that serious. Come to find out you may have been lying, it looks like, and now people are being fair and bringing that part to the internet too. We done brought this other stuff. We covered your allegation against them, but we can't cover the fact that it looks like the allegation was false. No, I don't think so. Let me know what you think in the comments. Well, wait a minute. Let me go a little bit more.
Let's get into what y'all want to talk about.
Okay. I don't care what you want to talk about. Let me know what you think in the comments. See? That was a 4-minute clip. of her. This 35 minutes this video been going. How am I making content out of her? How's it, how's my traffic or whatever? Like I said, I shouldn't take this person. She don't even know me. She talking about people they've been putting in their titles 304, at least drunk, drug addict, meth, all this stuff they've been saying about her. I was saying then, I can't say that. I don't know her. I can't say any of this stuff other than when she admitted that she was loaded or said she had blacked out that night, was getting from nine. Doesn't even look like that was true though. Using that as a reason to put these allegations on, but maybe that when she was lucid, looks like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Whatever. See you in court. I don't give a as long as I'm not fighting life, I'll be good. Stay safe and stay free. People up.